Okay, well, like I said, I'm super excited to see you guys and get on the team call schedule again. Summit was great for getting your beach body like passion and inspiration and focus going again. So I have a lot of great things planned. I've had a lot of great takeaways from Summit, and we're going to do more team calls in the future that I will discuss what we talked about at Summit. The trainings they're slowly getting uploaded, but I hope you guys take advantage of watching the trainings that came out of Summit for your own personal use. And it's always great to watch them yourself because you're going to have different takeaways that I would share, that I had different takeaways. But I wanted to talk tonight about team culture. I pride myself on our team. I love every single one of you. I think each of you is so special and so fun and so real. What I love about our team is we're all real girls. We're not trying to be anybody else that we're not. We're just that kind of like girl next door, your best friend, that's basically what we are. We're your best friend next door, and that's who we are, and that's nothing to be ashamed of. That's just kind of like the stereotype or the kind of girl I look for, because I love those kind of girls because I'm one of those. So I've kind of noticed, like, when I first started this team and when I first started building my Beachbody business, I was alone. I didn't have any friends in Portland. I just felt really just by myself, and like I had no girlfriends at the time. So I really wanted to find other girls like me to have friends with and have like-minded goals and to be able to do stuff with. So that's why I really worked hard to find a lot of local people. And yeah, I have an awesome team in Virginia now, and it's so cool that you guys are all the way out there. And I love that we can get to the event so that I can see you guys. But because we aren't always together, and we have to build our businesses from Facebook, which is awesome because, like I said, I haven't seen Steffi since last Summit, but I feel like I see her every day, which is so cool because Facebook just keeps you connected. You don't have to live in the same town, but you can feel like, you know, you're a part of these people's lives. So while I was at Summit, I talked to multiple people on our team, and they were saying like, hey, you know, like, I've been trying really hard to help this fellow team member out by liking their posts, commenting on their posts, but then I never really feel any love back. And that I take my time to make sure that their posts are getting recognized, and I just would like, it to be a two-way road, a friendship, and I help you out, and if you could help me. And it's so important to be liking, commenting, interacting with other people's Facebooks, and especially on our team, because that just creates, I forget the technical word, I'm not good at this, but once you start commenting on, it gets more traction with Facebook. It gets more traction with Instagram, whatever social media platform you are. The more comments, the more likes it has on it, the interaction, it's more likely to pop up on other people's newsfeed. So when Crystal likes something of Samantha's friends and Crystal's friends are all going to start seeing that post pop up more and more in the newsfeed. So when we're interacting regularly, we're going to have our team's posts start popping up more and more. And that's what we're doing, because we're trying to reach people outside of our close circle, outside of our warm market. We're trying to reach those people because maybe our warm market isn't ready right now, but there's someone right on the outside who is, and they're looking for this. So I'm not trying to say I want you guys to all go out and start liking each other's stuff, but I kind of am. What I want to be doing, what I do on Facebook is there is, I don't know if you guys have seen it on yours, but there is little lists on Facebook on the left-hand side, and you can make lists for like your close friends, or if some people do your family or your coworkers. So you can create your own list, and what I've done, so I don't miss anybody's post or I'm not trying to play favorites, I make a coach. I make my teams and I put everyone's name on that list that's on our team. And then I'm able to click on that when I have time and I'm on Facebook, and I will go through and see everybody's post then, so that I'm not missing out and that nobody's not getting any love from me. And so I really would encourage you guys to do this, because it really sucks when you create this awesome post and then you just have crickets, or, you know, nobody, or one person liked it and you're like, dang, you know, I really wanted that to get more traction. I really wanted more people to see that. Or, you know, it'd suck if it was a before and after and then nobody likes it and you feel like it's some personal hit. But I would really urge you guys to create a list like that. And so that was kind of like my first point, because I really want this team to be connected. You guys are all my family. I'm not joking. You guys are the closest thing I have to blood. And so I want us to all feel that way and all feel connected. So if you guys do that for each other, I know it's going to start connecting you guys, and, you know, it's going to help one another. And we are a team. We are a family, and we're doing this for the family, for the Team Beachbody. So that was kind of my main, that was a big bullet point I really wanted to go over. And then secondly, I want to make a list of, I want you guys to feel like, I don't want you guys to feel like you have to do this, but whoever wants to be tagged in a post or would like to be a part of like group posts, I want you guys, and it's kind of hard because I know not all of them are going to work. Say that you get a new coach sign up, but you know, you only post it on your wall, but if you're not getting any love, nobody's going to see it. So I would highly suggest tagging your coach or your upline coach in that post so that they can see it. So that people, when they're signing up or that they see, oh, someone joined Crystal's team, they can see it's more than just one person. You know, they can see it's Crystal and Steffi, and maybe Tabby wants to be included in the tagging. But I know not everybody wants to be tagged, or, you know, if it's my great-great-grandbaby coach and there's like 500 people tagged in it, you know, it can kind of get overwhelming and you're like, oh, how am I really connected to this? So I want you guys to kind of play with that. But I want you guys to, I'm going to create a list in our coach group in the Goddess Rising page and add your name on it if you guys are okay with me tagging you or anybody else tagging you, because I want you guys to be okay with this and kind of know, like, hey, you know, you could get more and more posts that you're included on. For example, like the coach sneak peek that I'm doing tomorrow. That's tomorrow. Shoot, we gotta get on that. No more naps. It's a good thing I got my big coffee here. So it's like those kind of things, like coach sneak peeks, or maybe like a free arm challenge, or, you know, a free challenge group, stuff like that. Is I want people to feel like they're a part of something big and it's actually a movement, because Beachbody is ginormous. And if it's just one person all by themselves and they're not tagging anybody, like, people be like, what is this stupid challenge this one crazy chick is doing? Like, you know, you guys understand what I'm saying. So if you guys want to be included, like in coach sneak peek tags on the post, or, you know, I know there's other things, I just can't think of them right now. So I will create a list if you guys want to be added to it, so that you guys are saying, like, I understand I may be tagged in lots of things, just FYI. That's what that is. You don't have to do it. It's just an idea of how to build more of a community on our team. What else? For my local team, we're going to start trying to figure out two things. Once a month, I think we're going to try and do like a team get together, like a team hike or stuff. There's tons of hiking trails around the Portland, Oregon area. Or we're going to just we just like doing little stuff. Like I said, I like to get together with my local team. And then we were talking today too, is we would love every 2 weeks or so, we're going to try and do a fit club. So we're really excited about that. We could do things like the size, because people love Zumba. People love dancing, or, you know, the easier workouts. Not everybody wants to like come over to your house to do insanity and kill themselves. So we're going to try and do a fit club. Samantha, I'd love if you came to some of those or all of them, or, you know, we'll get it started. But, you know, we're trying to create more and more things where we can invite people to show, you know, we are a team. There's lots of us here, and to just grow. Because right now, for a long time, it was just kind of like 5 of us. And now, you know, when we go to an event, there's at least 12. And so it's growing and growing. And so we just need to start supporting that growth. Okay, so those were kind of the main things I wanted to go over. But I did ask, I don't know if you guys saw this, do you guys have any ideas on how we can kind of build our team culture, or anything that would be fun to like participate in or show on Facebook about how, you know, what we are and how we're kind of a family? Or you guys have any ideas, or did I kind of cover kind of the basic Facebook ideas? You guys can unmute yourselves.
I can't think of anything. I think that pretty much covers it right now. I was actually working on a fit club for like my local people.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah, I was just going to do it here at the house, and then everybody can hang out and go swimming afterwards and stuff.
I think that sounds so fun. Like, I would love that. That sounds like little summer camp, you know? Like, you go work out, and then you can go play in the lake, and it's summertime. So that'd be really cool. I can see you all doing yoga and stuff.
Yeah.
That might happen.
Go ahead, Samantha.
I kind of liked, I think that it was Carl that spoke about it today, about like the Team Cup being a coaches challenge group.
Mm-hmm.
But maybe if we did like different challenge groups just for us, like as a team instead of, you know, like whole Beachbody. But
oh yeah, I like that idea.
Because I like being in challenge groups, but sometimes I can't talk about like coaching type stuff, or like, I don't know.
Right.
To kind of downplay it for non-coaches, you know.
Yes. What we could do too, we did a couple months back this thing called Go for No. Were you part of our team then? I don't think so. I think it was right before you.
No.
So I think it was right around Christmas time. But what we did is we just tried to get as many no's as possible, and we made kind of a little competition out of it. So whoever got to like 50 no's. And so it was just kind of getting over that fear of talking to people about things. And I know they talked about it today too.
Yeah.
What we could do is we can make, because before when we did it, we tried it out, we just talked about it in our big team page. But what we could do is make like a little challenge group about it. And then we could like egg each other on, or, you know, do like daily check-ins. Like, oh,
yeah.
How many people have you talked to today? You know?
Oh, nobody. Crap.
Yeah. Yes. So, yeah, that's a good idea, because there's some little things like that. Like, we could just, you know, the things that aren't always fun in the business, we can make them fun.
Yeah. Just like the workout today.
Right? Yeah. I know. I thought that was fun, even though it wasn't.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I like that idea. Crystal, do you have any ideas, or you on board?
Well, I'm on board. I'm trying to do, sometimes a little overwhelming because I've got your group post, Stephanie's group post. I'm in a Thrive Club with Katie. I'm in a 7-day Push to Diamond Club. Another one.
Yeah, you got your work cut out for you.
Yeah, so I got a lot of stuff going on, but you know, I'm really excited because I have a lot more people that are reaching out to me. Hey, what are you doing? What are you doing? You know, you look good. You're losing weight. You seem really happy. So what are you doing? So I have a lot of people, you know, sending me messages. Signed my first coach this week, so that was really exciting.
Yay!
I haven't posted anything about that because she said, you know, she is interested in selling, but she doesn't want to push. Like, she's seen coaches even post stuff on you know, like the swap sites and classified ads. And she said, I'm not into all that. If people see what I'm doing and they want to,
Yeah.
they want to jump on board, then I'm good with that. I'll talk to them about it. And, you know, I don't mind doing that. But I want to add her to the group. But then, you know, we're kind of going gung-ho. And I've been listening to a lot of the training stuff too. Some of it there's a couple of things that sound salesy, and I don't want her to think that, you know, we're pushing it, because I didn't push it with her. I mean, she was one who approached me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I would just like encourage her to just share her journey, because that's really what it is. I don't want to be salesy at all. Yeah, sometimes it comes out that because it's the end of the month and you're feeling like the crunch, but just encourage her to just share her journey, because that's how she's going to have more people, at least online, contacting her saying like, wow, you look so great, just like you know? And that's how you were, because you weren't, you know, always just going like, hey, join Beachbody, join Beachbody. You were more like, hey, you know, like, look, I just finished this program and look at my results. Like, I feel so good. And so, like, that's all it needs to be.
Out to me because I didn't, you know.
Yeah, and she should just copy that, because that's exactly what attracted her. So she's going to attract the same. Because nobody likes to be salesy.
Yeah. That's on my to-do list tomorrow, Stephanie, is to create that and post it on our group.
Is what?
To make the post about, you know, welcome new coach Amanda.
And you can just, if you don't want to add her to, like, you know, the Goddess Rising or to the Girl Boss, if that's like overwhelming, you can just add her to, don't add her to like our coaches one, but I have like a team page for like my personally sponsored coaches to add theirs, because I want to keep you guys separate. And there's not a whole lot of posting going on over there, so she can be the first one, and, you know, it won't be too overwhelming for her.
And I had asked her, because before I announced it or added any group, I wanted to get her opinion. And I told her, you know, I can add you to my coach's page and to my coach's page. That way you can just see what some of us are doing. But none of us are, I don't think, salesy in how we approach spreading the word. So
yeah,
I always think it's great too to add them at least to one of the higher up pages, like the Girl Boss Dynasty or something, because there's even questions in there that as a discount coach or just as a customer that get asked, that maybe a question she has that she'll see, and then if, you know, you're not available, if I'm not available, you know, she can post in the group and somebody will be there to answer her questions.
Yeah, I think I'll add her to that later. Right now, I'll just start her off kind of small.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to overwhelm her with anything. She likes to go a little bit slower about things.
That works. Yeah, that's how I always try and kind of like feel out how ready they are. And usually, I think it was like Samantha, you were like, oh, just a little bit. And then it was like, I want everything. I want all the information. And so then it's kind of just like, okay, well, here it is. Awesome. Well, do you guys have anything more to talk about? You guys kind of covered it, and you guys didn't have any objections, so I didn't have to fight you on anything.
No, well, I think it's suggestions. And we've had, how many people have been added to the team in the last 2 weeks?
Quite a few. I don't even know the number.
Which team?
Well, under Bethany.
I would say there's been at least like 10 new coaches in the last like 2 weeks. So that's pretty good.
Yeah, I've seen a lot.
There's always a big post-summit surge.
Yep. Yep. So it'll be good, and it'll be even better because everyone is starting to like get their grounding again and feel good about it. So everybody kind of needs that re-motivation. So look at Kitty.
I know. She's like, I want to be right in front of you.
Oh.
She's a whore.
So, all right. Well, I'm so glad you guys got on. I don't want to take too much of your time, and I got all my bullet points, so I am going to add that list for whoever wants to add their name to be tagged in posts, etc.
I did have a question.
Sure.
I saw, I think it was Katie's, what you talked about, making a separate group, you know, on the side of people that you want to see your post specifically.
Mm-hmm.
Does that mean only they see them, or that makes sure that that goes on their page as well, just as your general page?
This is different from the list.
Yeah, when you make the separate group on Facebook?
No, it's not a group. It's just a list of people.
Okay.
So then when you click on the list, you see all those people that are in that group. You just see their posts. So it'd be like filtering your news feed.
Is it also make your post show up on their page more often? Do you know?
It's just specific to your news feed. Like, you have to go to like that person's like profile and scroll over, I think, where you like friend them or something like that.
No,
and
you don't have to do that. So when you go to the left-hand side, you'll see like lists, and then you can create a new list. And then once you're creating a new list and naming the list, then in a little box, it'll ask you who you want to add to that list. So then you can type in everybody's names. Or you can do what Steffi said, and when you're like selecting like friend, unfollow, you know, that sort of area, you can add them specifically there to close friends or coach group.
it doesn't make a group.
There's
Right.
like,
I know it doesn't make a formal group, but I didn't know if it made your post show up on their wall. You know, well, sometimes I won't see your post for a day, or, you know, somebody's post till 2 days later, because Facebook does however they want to do the feed. I didn't know if that would make that.
so it's going to make, if we are interacting with each other's posts more, commenting, liking on it, it's going to make them pop up more. And that's the whole reason why behind all of this, is so that there's more interaction with that post. So it could potentially pop up on your regular news feed more because Facebook does all that. But as far as that list, you're just going in to start being able to interact with them, and so that you are able to see them. Because for me, I have over 20 personally sponsored coaches, and it's really hard for me to just start scrolling through the news feed and make sure that I don't miss Meg's post or Crystal's post. So that's why I create the list, so that nobody feels left out, and that I am for sure going to see their stuff instead of having to like search or type in their name individually.
Right. Okay. Thank you.
Make sense now?
Yeah.
Okay. There's even, I know there is a little tutorial on how to make the list. I'm pretty sure Katie made it somewhere.
Yeah,
I'll see if I can find it, and I will add it to our group so everyone can see what it looks like.
I've noticed a new thing now that I've started doing. Like, I have it set up to where I get notifications for a whole bunch of people when they post. And then you can go and, like, when you click follow, like, even if you're friends with somebody, you can follow them. And then if you click follow, I've only done this on my phone, you can have an option to not follow them, or just have them show up in your feed like normal. Or now there's an option to have them show up in your feed first. So when you first pull up Facebook, all these people that you've selected to show up in your feed first, their new posts are the first things you see before you start scrolling through the rest of your feed. So I've started doing that too, so I can make sure that, you know, I support everybody's posts on our team.
Sweet. Yeah, that's like a very new feature, like last couple of weeks. So yeah, I haven't really been playing with that yet, because I'm just like, well, I don't want to get sick of Katie's posts or anybody. So like, I'm like, I like where everybody is right now. I will change it if there's major changes. So, but I mean, if that works for you, and then you can get it over with and be like, all right, fine, I'll like my coach's post. Get it done with.
Mm-hmm.
Can anybody know how to link, if you post on Facebook, to make it go to Instagram?
Put a link so it links it to Instagram.
You know, when you post on Facebook, it'll not only go on Facebook, but it'll go to Instagram as well.
I don't think you can do it that way. You can do Instagram to Facebook, but not Facebook to Instagram.
Yeah.
Okay.
Also, I've been noticing, so Facebook is pretty selfish, which I understand. They want to be their own thing. So if you post, I've been using Instagram a lot lately too. So I used to make a post on Instagram and then make sure that it shared to my other social medias like Facebook, Twitter, blah, blah, blah. But I noticed that those posts will get less and less traction that come from Instagram. So I will post it to Instagram and then I will copy paste that text and then open my Facebook and just paste it. And then because it comes from Facebook, Facebook land is so much happier that you made a Facebook post. It'll pop up more and more in the newsfeed versus going through Instagram. And that works with videos too. Like my videos will post or come up more. So you just kind of have to think like you have to play Facebook's game. You have to understand like they're very selfish. So just post through them and then they will make sure you get more traction as opposed to I used to try and be like, oh, 2 birds with 1 stone, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, blah, blah. But it's just an extra thing you got to do but you will get more traction from doing that.
I've noticed too that since I have you set up for notifications, Beth, that when you were doing your Instagram post sharing to Facebook, it didn't send me a notification that you had made that post.
Yeah, it was so annoying because I would see people, like if I was just going through my news feed, I'd be like, hey, this is a post from Emily. Where's this from? Oh, it's an Instagram. I have to go physically to Emily's profile to see it, or else it wouldn't come up in those lists. So it is really annoying. So that's why I'm like, all right, fine, Facebook, we'll play your game.
It's crazy though, because Instagram is owned by Facebook now.
Whatever, Facebook, Instagram, you and your little wars. So, oh well, at least we're just trying to get on top of it, and we'll make it work for us, whatever they do. Okay, well, it's about to time out anyways, but thank you guys for getting on. I really appreciate it, and I will post a recording that you guys can share with your teams, and then I will add you to the list if you want. But I really appreciate you guys. You guys are what makes up my team culture, and so I love each and one of you. And all right, I hope you guys have an awesome week. Here's to the start of more team calls, and let's rock it. Okay, guys?
Woohoo!
All right. Bye.
Bye.